Welcome everyone to the brand new Minion theory. So, in today's episode, we will be talking about, as you can see, the invincible, fearless, sensual, mysterious, enchanting, vigorous, diligent, overwhelming, gorgeous, passionate, the Grey Prince Zote. Yes, I know I missed some. It's a long name. But it'll get even longer by the end of the video when I can explain to you how Zote is actually the Pale King. I'm not even joking, he is the Pale King. So, for today's theory, we'll start at, well, how could the king even transform into being so powerful as Zote, but then become so weak later? So, as you should know, the prince, or the king, is known to transform. We already have two transformations widely known about, such as the cast-off shell in the Temple of the Black Egg. That was during his second transformation, somewhere after installing the Hollow Knight to trap the infection. Which, I can show you that later on, but first I have to defeat this man right here. And so, you may think, well, okay, so what? He transformed once. But we have another transformation. Where you get the King's brand, that is presumed were his first transformation into the Pale King we see on screen during the flashback of the Hollow Knights. And so, he is transformed twice, so why not a third time, Well, before the Silksong trailer, you couldn't really prove this, but ever since the Silksong trailer, you've been able to prove it. In the comments, I'll leave a timestamp of where you can see the third cast-off shell for the king to become Zote. Now, you may think, oh, why would he become such a weak creature that you have to save multiple times? He stored all of his power into what we see right here, a statue hidden in the basement of a dwelling, aka the overwhelming, diligent, blah blah blah, Grey Prince Zote. He is the true power being hidden away. And his large stature compared to normal Zote will make sense later in the theory. I'll call back to this part. So, he stored his energy, his extra, and really, Zote, the Pale King, is leading us, the new Hollow Knight, to save his kingdom. And just to mislead us, he dragged his cast-off carapace from his last transformation from the Force of Bones and Farloom to trick us into the dream world. So really, he just put the path of pain down so that he could get through in the secret pathway you can find, get there faster, and therefore he could hide it so that we would not think they were two beings of the same, since, well, how could he transform if you can see his dead body in the, dream world, huh? That's why. He did it to trick us. And the reason he would trick us is that we would still follow him, to get one of the many endings, such as embracing the void. Because, as you see in the ending of Hollow Knight, at least the main one, you become the Hollow Knight, and you take over. You're a voidless being, a meaningless being, and you take the infection and store it away for later, aka the Cheeto dust. Now you may think, well, where'd the Cheetos came from? It came from the Pale King himself. You may think, whoa, that's crazy talk. He was trying to stop the infection. No, he was trying to store the power. Because only a true fanfic creator could understand the power, and he had to teach the bugs of Hollow Nest to think, to do more than just know the light of the Radiance, really. And so, the Radiance, he was a false god, really, in the name of Zote. Or what the Pale King was before he had, again, a fourth transformation. So really, Grey Prince Zote is the fourth transformation. Because before he even came to Hollow Nest, he was an entirely different being, able to create worlds. But he decided to stay here and fix this broken one because of the moth, the Radiance. Now, you may be thinking, why am I talking about fanfiction in this, huh? Cheeto dust and stuff. It all will make sense later, guys. I promise. And so, you see, you may think this is a crazy theory, but I know it's not just a Minion theory. It is a Minion truth. I guarantee that. And so, right now, I'm gonna quickly do a little jump cut for you. Come back from the jump cut I just did. So to validate my points thus far, I have come here to show you that I, in fact, have done 111% out of 112% of the game. So I've done my research carefully, and so we're back not just for that, but to go to Godseeker mode. We will find another reason about how Zote is a kingly figure. So during this loading screen, see, usually the white mask things are related to the Pale King. And see, they call me a mighty god of gods, a creation of the Pale Kings. So, just one of the many siblings, and it's a god to the Godseekers. And so, basically, this guy, that just shows that the Pale King, making just a normal being, can create gods, which is a fraction of his power. And that fraction was so small, but he had to make something to contain the Cheeto dust. And so, we're going to go down here, I'm going to equip some charms, and I'll show you what I mean by how Zote is still so powerful by putting all of his power into the Dream Realm. You may think I'm talking about just Grey Prince Zote, but no. Some of him, he sent to the Nightmare Realm, like, with the Grim Troop and everything. But he escaped when I defeated the Nightmare Heart. So what you gotta do to access this for yourselves is first, we'll go to God Home, and at least be in here. And you gotta crystal dash. Like this. Or, not like that, but I'll get it in a few tries. I'm not cutting this out because I'm lazy. So you go up here, can't get anything, you hit upward. You hear that ding? We're up here. You hear that rumbling, barren room, that broken wall? Just one little slash, a tiny ounce of help. And do you see what the true Zote has done? He's broken into the realm of gods. Why? They didn't think he was gods. The Godseekers didn't believe him. But no, he really is a true god. You can even see all of his 57 precepts up there. And when he said in one of the precepts not to dream, that wasn't a joke. Now, you ready to see the true power of Zote? Here we go. Now, is this the background? I'll continue my theory. My truth. So, again, we established that he may transform and he still keeps all of his power. Now, remember fanfiction and Cheeto dust? Do you know what he was before he was a bug? He was Hifumi Yamada, the ultimate fanfiction creator. Hifumi Yamada was so powerful, he's a being of gods. This is actually part one of the Yamada-verse theory. And so Fumi Yamada, the ultimate fanfiction creator, I'll shorten it to Hamada right now, he went to this land and saved it. He gave the bugs dreams. He gave them everything, the ability to talk, as you can tell from the Tiso comic that had been released that showed Tiso outside of Hollowness, showing the bugs who had not learned from Hifumi Yamada. Now, he had to do something to save his work, because he had stayed in one place for too long and the Cheeto dust caught up. He may be like, what's the Cheeto dust? It's an infection. Sure, Hifumi can handle it, because he's a Discord moderator. But not anyone can deal with it. He had to create a true Discord moderator, such as the Hollow Knight. He made many attempts making godlike beings of Discord moderators, but don't you worry, guys. He did it, and he thought he did, but it wasn't true. He wasn't fat. He was spindly. He wasn't a true Discord moderator, unlike my little man, who's very chunky. And so, he created the Hollow Knight to go fix his mistake. Well, he hid. Well, not hid, but... Well, he hid in his form of Zote, a meaningless grub to us, but really, it's our creator. Sure, not a true creator to all, but a true creator to the Hollow Knight. And so, this really proves that Hifumi Yamada, aka Grey Prince Zote, aka Zote, aka the Pale King. And sure, I did see clickbait with the pal saying he was the Grey Prince, that Zote was the Grey Prince, but, I mean, the King, but he's all of those things. And so, for the remainder of the video, I'll be backing up all of my theories for you all today. So, my next piece of evidence is his 57 precepts. You may think those were just gobbledygook, right? But no. Those were all the orders Hifumi did. Everything he would do in his original form. He came up with the best stories ever because he knew how to make fanfiction. He didn't copy ideas. He made true fanfiction. You may think, oh, fanfiction is just copying, but no. He made fanfiction of the world. Worlds of fanfiction, about fanfiction, being so original that it even isn't truly fanfiction. That is why that's why he got into Hope's Peak, because he's the ultimate fanfiction creator. And guys, and gals, and other people, such as Fortniters, I hear say Zote is the Pale King, aka Hifumi Yamada. Any questions about this theory? Just ask in the comments and I will answer them. And if you're trying to say my theory is incorrect, you're wrong. This isn't a Minion theory, it's a Minion truth.